Ironically, Jody and I walked into RCA Records. We got there the second day we were there. We walked into RCA Records.
Your
And the
former
president,
label. Your former label.
my former label. The president, we asked to see him since we knew who he was. And he remembered us from White Heat. And he was clear. His schedule was clear. So he allowed us to come up and we got to talking and he listened to the demo and he didn't like it. He said, but you're welcome to come back when you got something else. But of course he passed on it. And he's also the one that explained to us what happened with the Barry White situation. Because he said they had given Barry a lot of money for us, but Barry chose to do something different with it. And that's why the whole thing fell apart. So anyway, point being, we still had that one tape. Fortunately, the president of RCA, Don Berkheimer, listened to that tape with us. After that, we were already upset that he didn't hear it. We were also upset that he had told us some things about the Barry White situation where we wanted to sue Barry White. And we knew of this lawyer up in this building a couple blocks away. So we're going to go see this lawyer if he can help us sue Barry White. Me and Jody. We get with the lawyer. He lets us in. We're talking and he says, yeah, well, okay. Maybe I may be able to help you guys. Show me the contract. Well, we don't have no contracts. You don't have the contracts. Well, how do I know what your deal was? I won't know what your deal was. Tell you what, you guys have to come back when you got your contract. There's nothing I can do for you now. Okay, so we walk out of his office. Keep this in mind. He's in this building, which we later found out was the Motown building. We didn't know it then. Okay, we walk out at 20th floor. Now we're madder because we've got rejected by Berkheimer, found out the scoop on Barry White. This guy can't help us. We're mad and we're discouraged. And we get on the elevator and we're getting ready to go back to where we're staying. Rode down 2 floors. And who gets on the elevator but Jermaine Jackson and his wife, Hazel Gordy Jackson, Barry Gordy's daughter. Now, there are other people in the elevator. So they're on one side of the elevator and Jody and I on the other side. And we nod and acknowledge each other.
You knew him.
We're the only blacks on the elevator. Okay. So we nod and acknowledge each other. And we go all the way down to the 5th floor, which is where they get off. Once they got off, me and Jody talking while we got to go to 4th floor, 3rd floor, 2nd floor, 1st floor. We should have gave them the tape. So by the time we get to the 1st floor, we decided that we're going to go back up and try to find them. We go back up, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, people getting on, people getting off. Get to the 5th floor. We know, of course, where they got off at. And go in and run down this long corridor, man. It seemed like it was an endless corridor. Strangely enough, and they should have been gone because this took about 10, 15 minutes. They should have been gone. We get to the end of the corridor. There's an entrance to the outside. Sitting right there in a brown Rolls Royce is Jermaine and Hazel. Ironically, they saw us coming and rolled down the window. We all smiled and, I stuttered a little. They stuttered a little. Jermaine stuttered. But anyway, they were looking for a cassette to play. We gave them our only tape. It was over, man. We were out of business. But he said he'd give it a listen. In less than 24 hours, Jermaine called us. We gave him the tape and a phone number where we were.
Okay.
In less than 24 hours, Jermaine called us and said, I like your tape. What do you want? Well, we want a deal. Of course. He says, well, right now I'm at the hospital with Hazel, but maybe we can meet. And then he said, hey, it's in Hollywood. If you guys are in Hollywood, maybe you can come over here and hang out with me and we can talk. Well, we got on the bus and went exactly where he was. Now, here is an amazing story, man. Let me tell you this, Nnamdi. We're there talking to Jermaine. We're hanging with him. Hazel's in labor. And we're talking to Jermaine. We're talking to Jermaine in the waiting room for a good hour. Maybe an hour, 15 minutes pass. And then who should walk in but Mrs. Jackson, LaToya, Reby, and Janet. Jermaine introduces us to his family. They welcome us like family. We all get to talking and hanging for another half hour, 45 minutes. Then who should walk in that door but Michael, Randy, Marlon, and Jackie. So we're surrounded by the Jacksons, and they're treating us so we meet everybody, and they're treating us like family. But and Hazel's still in there in labor having a baby. So after a while, though, we realized, let's get out of the way. So me and Jody left. we explained to him, and he says, okay. He said, I like it, so I'll help you guys. And we started hanging out from that day forward, and he got us a deal. We had a deal that was in February, and by May we signed contracts.
Was it surreal? I guess it must have been surreal seeing Jermaine, but then you're seeing the rest of the Jacksons. Does it become real, or are you just like, yeah?
It's never become real. It's still surreal. It really is. Come on, man. That's some fantasy stuff. You know that? To meet some dude in an elevator, you only got one tape, and then to meet the Jacksons, the most talented family in the world. Come on, man. The whole damn thing's surreal. I'm still amazed. I'm still in awe.
Yeah.
That God saw fit to put me in that position.
Because that's the stuff that happens in movies. That's a movie that you write to the one tape in the same building, and yeah, I know you got the book. We got the book switched to Motown, and we said, well, we're going to talk about where people can get the book, but it does sound like a film, and hopefully they can see fit to get you.
I'm talking to a couple of people about movies now on it. So
yeah, because that's just amazing. Just actually that environment. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
Somewhere in between us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for me, but just for me.
No. Okay, you okay?
They don't understand what Jonas Boys are winning all spirits.
Play it.
I mean, I love all different genres.